Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I'm unboxing the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 13. I'll include a link in the description for those of you interested in purchasing one, and in full disclosure, this was furnished to me by the manufacturer for review purposes, but will be going back to Lenovo once my review has been completed. So at a little over £2, we have an Intel Ultra 7 processor, 32 gigs of RAM, a 1 terabyte Gen 5 NVMe, which I expect to have blistering performance capability. We have Intel's latest and greatest integrated GPU as well, which means we're going to get decent gaming performance, at least on older titles, which I think is definitely pretty cool. And a 3K OLED that should stun. HDMI 2.1 out. I'm trying to think of what else. Of course, we have dual Thunderbolt 4 ports. It really has everything. It checks all the boxes. We've got Type A. It just can do it all. And then the battery life that I'm anticipating here is going to be at least 15, if not more, hours. The 65-watt charger I'm expecting to be compact. After all, it has been for quite a while now for anyone who's just starting to visit ultra-portable PCs like this one that you're about to see. And the X1 has always been popular, but now I feel like what box doesn't it check? I mean, it's not a gaming machine, but that's not who it's designed for anyway. This is all about being a portable professional workhorse that has it all without the weight that usually accompanies having it all. So let's finally get it out of the box. Pretty sure this is all recycled packaging here from Lenovo, and this is brand new, even though this came as a marketing sample. This one has not been set up. It was sent to me a little while back, finally getting around to it. So there's that 65-watt charger, as I mentioned earlier, compact as you would like it. The Aura Edition marketing, and that's because this is a new line, of course, that I have been covering. And here it is. Let's go ahead and unwrap this. Carbon fiber build. So build quality has always been one of the nice elements here. And no surprises. Going to go ahead and move this out of the way. Now, the only thing that I'll add right off of the top that this does not currently have, I don't believe, as an option, is 5G on board. So that would be probably the biggest drawback, but I don't think that's going to hold back too many of you out there. So just taking a quick look at the right side of the machine, you can see we have a power button, headphone microphone combo jack, Type A, I believe 5 gigabit throughput on there, and then HDMI 2.1, our Kensington lock on the front of the machine, nothing other than the actual lip for the IR camera system. 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. These are full function, so they do everything. No Thunderbolt 5 on here. And then, of course, our other Type A port. The hinge, standard, easy to open this from what I've seen. So shouldn't be any issues. The screws do stay in place. They are set. So we'll see about what reason I would have to actually open this, but I feel like this is the type of machine that the only thing you'd be doing is obviously upgrading the NVMe. Now, the 1 terabyte Gen 5 that I mentioned that's on board should have blistering performance. I don't believe this one has that Sisal touchpad, that trackpad that everyone's after, but let me go ahead and just power it on. We'll see if we do have any juice from the manufacturer, but if not, I will go ahead and hardwire it. That's not a big ask, generally speaking, so let me just go ahead and grab a connection here. And again, it's just an exciting piece of hardware because you're getting a look again at some insane battery life from a machine that I think last gen we were close to 10 hours, and so now to be able to put this in a completely different ballpark is just exciting stuff. So I do have to come to the other side of the machine. Go ahead and plug that in, and the screen is again a roughly 3K OLED, 2880 I believe by I think it was 1800, and this is a 14-inch display. Best in the business keyboard, as you would expect, with a ThinkPad So that's one of the huge advantages of going with a machine like this. Again, keeping it really lightweight and compact. I think it's a little under 2¼ pounds. So just really lightweight, but still capable. And now with that battery life that I keep mentioning over and over again, I mean, if we were looking at close to 10 hours previously, and now we get to 15, possibly more, depending on how aggressive you are with settings, that's impressive. Of course, we have our IR-capable webcam with a privacy switch right there. And I'm just expecting good things out of every element of this machine. So just a well-balanced, highly portable Ultrabook that's going to do it all, even some light gaming. Now, I mentioned the fact that we have Intel's latest integrated GPU, and we do. The Xe graphics on board here, I think, is going to deliver some decent gaming. Again, not designed for it, but just an added benefit of that current chipset from Intel. And it really is changing the way I look at, review, and use machines like this, because as long as you're not looking to do something that would require discrete graphics, which has drastically changed, this is going to be able to pull it off. Now, the display looks good. Of course, I've got to spend some time with it. Viewing angles on this OLED panel seem really, really good, as expected. But yeah, it's just a nice machine. We do have a fingerprint scanner right here, for those of you wondering. Dedicated keys for pretty much everything. This is a true ThinkPad, tiny yet powerful business machine. So whether or not it's right for you, you already know. You've got Evo certification. So from a security standpoint, that absolutely is something that can be rolled out. But just a nice, again, really lightweight machine that looks the part and, well, blends in with my table a little too well, but ultimately I think is going to deliver performance that many of you are after, because what can't this do other than game? This is, I think, a dream system for so many people, so I'm excited to start testing it, and of course I will report back soon. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them, hit that like button, and as usual, please feel free to subscribe, and please stay safe. Later.